Hello, it's Atulyamitra here again, bringing you today's thought of the day. Before I begin, I want to thank you for turning up. It's great to see you. And I know you're not here in person, but I can imagine your smiling face looking back at me. And afterwards we can have a cuppa and a chat, which is always a delight. And the reason I can imagine your faces, of course, is because I'm seeing so many faces looking back at me at the various gatherings online that we're having, at the meditations or the pujas or the various classes. And it's just lovely. I'm seeing old friends looking out for people, waving, smiling, commenting maybe on the various haircuts or whatever. But I'm also noticing that I'm meeting people I hadn't met before the lockdown, and it's almost like the new potential friendships are growing there, where I'm delighted to see people appearing on the screen, people turning up. And that always makes me feel happy. It always feels like a lifting in my heart, an opening at my heart level. Yeah. And of course, being a friend is something that's important to me. The second part of my name means friend. And so this is part of my way of being as a practicing Buddhist. And so I reflect a lot on friendship, and it's easy to do that because the Buddha did leave a lot of guidance on being a friend and choosing friends. But there's a lot more than I can fit into a short thought of the day on friendship. The Buddha had a lot to say. So I suppose what I'd like to reflect on is what he had to say to Ananda. Ananda came to him one day and said, he was probably a wee bit delighted with himself when he said, wow, I've come to realise that good friendship, wholesome friendship, is half of the spiritual life. And the Buddha looked at him and said, well, not quite. Good friendship, wholesome friendship, is the whole of the spiritual life. And he went on to explain that good friendship, wholesome friendship, or spiritual friendship can actually help us along the path towards enlightenment and even all the way to enlightenment. And that's something pretty significant. We often think that our Buddhist practice is a solitary practice when we're meditating. In many ways, we're meditating alone. But as many of you know, when we meditate together, something happens. It's like the joint effort of all of us supports each of us, and there's an energy that it seems to build. I can't really put words on it, but I'm sure many of you know what I mean. So, what is friendship? Well, good friendship to me in a day-to-day way is something that enables the best in me, that brings out the best in me and enables that to grow and develop. And so it's a friend who is someone who will support in times of difficulty, who will be the non-judging listening ear, but who is also not afraid to say, is that necessarily the way? Who won't support me if I've moved into righteous indignation or self-pity. They'll question it. But they're always there to support in many ways, in practical ways. I've been struck by how many people are reaching out to one another, trying to help. It's amazing even online how people can help one another with the technology, or who are going out there and doing shopping for friends, or just being an ear at the end of the phone when lockdown is just getting a wee bit overwhelming. And even in how we can support each other. Recently, I had a relative's birthday, and so a few of us all we did a group phone call and all sang happy birthday. Now, who'd have thought we could do that? But again, it's all part of being creative in friendship. And so my thought for today for you is, what do you look for in a friend, and how can you be a friend? And so until we meet again, my friends, may you stay well, may you stay safe, May you find happiness, and may you find good, wholesome friendship. Thank you, and until we meet again.